Talk on exploring the market drivers for the move to cloud computing and the role of Oracle Cloud to accelerate digital transformation. Well, we're joined by Khalid Alohali, the Emerging Technology and Innovation Leader, Oracle Saudi Arabia. Well, Khalid is the KSA Head of Innovation and Emerging Technology Leader in Oracle Saudi Arabia. He's somebody who brings more than 12 years of experience in data management, big data, analytics, AI, and data science. He's leading the Oracle Saudi Innovation Enablement programs for the public and private sectors, as well as the startup ecosystem in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much, Khalid, for joining us and giving us your valuable time today at the World Cloud Show. I now present you on the stage and screen. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhavya. Thanks a lot to our partner, Intrescon. Thanks for everybody who joined us today on this important day that we talk about cloud computing for the World Cloud Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me just to share my screen real quick so we can really take you through quick presentation on what we're trying to convey as messages for the day. So I guess you've done the introduction for myself, but my name is Khalid Alohali. I've been with Oracle for a little over 5 years. I've been doing emerging technology consulting and innovation. And really, I'll take you through a journey in which we discuss the major drivers and how Oracle Cloud can help in the digital transformation journey. Just a quick safe harbor statement. We'll be talking about a few products today. So a few announcements or anything that just safe harbor is there for that. Just a quick reminder for the audience and everybody really, the mission of Oracle is actually to enable or to help people see data in new ways. It's really has always revolved around data, and today it's really largely centered around data to discover insights as well and to ultimately unlock endless possibilities. So it's always about knowing what to do with your data, and data has been really at the center of digital transformation for a lot of our customers as well. If you talk about cloud as an enabler, really, you want to look into why is it essential to any enterprise technology strategy to actually move to cloud? So what would be the key drivers for companies to actually say, oh, we want to adopt cloud? So through our experience and through the market research as well, we've seen a lot of different key considerations for cloud adoption. And the major one is probably starting with the on-premise performance. A lot of customers have their application databases deployed on premises, and they really have been noticing a lot of the on-premise application performance degradation. So they just want to sort of get over that performance hurdle. So that can be really a driver. The second one, which is probably the most obvious one to a lot of people, which is the price. So looking for a better price and taking into account the total cost of ownership, TCO, doing or looking into the ROI equation. I'm going to talk about also the cloud economics in a few minutes, but really price is the second driver for a lot of customers to consider adopting cloud and moving towards digital transformation. Application migration. Some customers have existing applications they want to migrate easily. They don't want to really go through the hassle of having issues with integration points or compatibility issues with different platforming or re-platforming. All of this can be resolved with the cloud. End-to-end security. Security is key, and we really take security really into consideration. We don't look at it as just a matter of securing your data and that's it, but we really design security at the core. I'll talk about it in a bit as well. And then, of course, the multi-cloud strategy. And a lot of customers today, you probably have seen the advent of open source and then the cloud as well. All of this is changing the market, and we've adopted that as well. So proprietary lock-in and a single proprietary cloud provider is not the game anymore. A lot of customers looking to multi-cloud strategy and enabling their cloud applications to run on different cloud providers. So how does cloud play a role as a catalyst to innovation? You look at this slide, you see multiple technologies like autonomous databases or big data. It could be digital assistant, or we call chatbot. It could be analytics or blockchain or Kubernetes engine where you can run your microservices as well. Or it could be like just as simple as Exadata, as we call it in Oracle. But these technologies, how could they play, or how could cloud play as a backbone or a catalyst to innovation? It's very important to remember that cloud is the most and fastest enabler of digital transformation applying these technologies. Also, it's very important to understand that when you move to the cloud, you start realizing the agility and speed. So that really helps you modernize your technologies roadmap and start looking into things that you've deployed in the past as an investment, saying, oh, I could really redo things in a way that's really faster or more agile and so on. Definitely, digital transformation kicks the into high gear when the customers actually utilize the broad spectrum of the available services to them and reinvesting the technology landscape into different technologies. Things that, for example, if you've done contracts or procurement in a way, you might leverage blockchain to do smart contracts or deploy things in a different way. And that's where emerging technology and innovation with the cloud as the backbone really plays a big role in this. So the promise of cloud is actually to pay for what you use when you use it. So think about it as having multiple resources at your fingerprint. You just want to click and provision an instance for high performance compute, or maybe something like a data science or machine learning notebook on a certain shape of cloud where you can enable that sandbox environment for your data scientists. When you're done, you want to terminate it. You don't want to pay for that anymore. So the idea of having your on-premise physical hardware with sort of tech refresh in mind as well, that's really kind of over. And today, customers are looking for paying for what you're using when they use it. So if you look at this slide, it shows our cloud global footprint for Oracle. Really, we span the globe really in different continents and countries. We've opened our cloud region in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, in February last year. We've seen a tremendous consumption for cloud computing for government, private sector, startups, academia, and we're planning the second one as well, hopefully sometimes around this year as well, to have a multi-cloud region as well in Saudi Arabia. So you might notice that we have the Microsoft logo here. This shows you that we have something called Microsoft or multi-cloud interconnect, where you can really leverage something called Express Route. Having a present to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure region or data center and Microsoft Azure data center in one place, or in an approximate region, where you can run different services as a platform as a service from both clouds natively. This is amazing because it enables the concept of multi-cloud in its truest sense and gives customers the ability to kind of have the choice. This just shows that we've been live since February 2020. You look at this slide as well, it shows the complete portfolio of services we provide. So customer really can pick and choose of those. And all of those can be offered in the form of, we call it universal credit. So think of it as your pocket. You have some money, that money or that worth of cloud credits, you can really use it towards any service you like. We start with the infrastructure layer at the bottom. You've got compute, containers, operating system, images. You can have different multiple kinds of storage, whether it's block volume or object storage, could be file storage as well for big data workloads and sort of like streaming workloads as well. Could be different networking options, whether it's a virtual cloud network for a lot of isolation required for some of the workloads. And you can really have also on top of it a data management layer, which works as a platform, as a service, as a PaaS. It's natively designed on top of the cloud and highly secure. You can run it on, you can run your workloads on data management, like a big data service or autonomous database, which is the latest innovation from Oracle as well. Or you can run NoSQL or MySQL and so on. And you can do a lot of the open source and sort of the Apache, managed Apache services, we call them the Apache Spark or Kafka for streaming as well, to enable like data mesh or enable what we call microservice and cloud native application design in the truest cloud fashion possible. Then you have applications seated on top, which is software as a service. You got like ERPs, and we have the ERP and HCM and financial, all this stuff is available as well. And you can really have integration and serverless functions to run natively on the cloud. Then you have your analytics and data science, where we provide our OCI data science service that can really provide a managed notebook environment for data scientists to kind of collaborate and version control their models and deploy them as well. So you have the end-to-end data science lifecycle enabled on top of this platform, and you have things that spans the entire platform from right to left. See right and left. You have the DevOps or developer cloud, where you can develop things in the form of whether you want to do low code, or you can really do drag and drop, do like minimum code possible for applying your applications, whether using Apex or Visual Builder, or maybe if you want to do Terraform, so you can really run scripts in managing your the cloud infrastructure resources, and we support that as Terraform as well. And we have security, identity, of course, authentication, observability, manageability, and so on, that spans the entire platform. So all of this is available on 31 regions across the world, and we're anticipating the second region, inshallah, to come in Saudi. We have our first in Jeddah. We've seen a tremendous consumption, tremendous adoption of cloud, and we see more coming. This cloud that we talk about, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure in Saudi for for Oracle is actually also regulated and certified by Communication Information Technology Commission, CITC. And I would like also to give them the credit for actually being on top of the game. They're really ahead of the game, even if other advanced countries in the world. They've done great a job in terms of identifying the certificates that are required from you, what kind of things that you need to kind of put forth to be able to be registered with CITC. And also we work with Central Bank and also National Cybersecurity Authority, which are amazing, tremendous entities. In addition, of course, to CMA, Capital Markets also authority to really that looks into some of the fintech and sandbox as well to be used by central banks. So we've worked with all the, and we're aware of the cybersecurity framework and the national laws of cloud computing in Saudi Arabia. This is to show you that the cloud from Oracle is actually, it manages different SLAs. It's not only availability, it's availability, performance, and manageability. So we ensure these SLAs are in place for you. What kind of economics do you expect when you go to the cloud? When you embark on a digital transformation, you expect to see 74% saving for your outbound bandwidth, twice the time, better price performance for general memory, optimized compute, 44% lower compute cost for HPC if you want to run high performance compute, 20 times IOPS performance enhancement of on-premise block storage for half actually the cost, half the price, which is an amazing improvement. And this slide as well would definitely show you the example of the total cost of ownership. If you want to compare your on-premise with the cloud, you see the different boxes. So we anticipate, or we see sometimes, we've seen actually customers saving from 30 to 60% in terms of the cost when they move from on-premise to cloud. This just to capitalize on our interconnect and our multi-cloud and supporting other vendors like VMware and Microsoft to run natively and sort of to have this connectivity between our cloud and them. This is to show the key partnership we have that's built with strong partners across the kingdom, starting from MCIT, CITC, Munshaat, cybersecurity, or the Saudi Federation Cybersecurity Programming and Drones, Inspire. A lot of the, and this is not the final list. We have actually more partners as well. Just to also capture a few thoughts on the security. Important to know that when you embark on digital transformation, you have to understand that the cloud you're dealing with, to ensure actually the cloud you're dealing with is actually secure. Security first approach, the least trust design, and we have the core to edge security in place of the cloud, on the cloud, and cross cloud. Just our current audit programs, just show you that few things that we actually follow and abide by globally, whether it's the ISOs or the SOC, or whether it's actually the GDPR in Europe. We've actually done all of our certification in that place. So just maybe two or three more slides. I don't want to take much of the time of the other also speakers, and the day is long. We really have focused around 4 areas, whether it's the startup ecosystem. We have a program called Oracle for Startups. We provide startups and entrepreneurship ecosystem the benefit of onboarding on the Oracle Cloud with discounts that could reach to 70%. And we give them actually the support, and we give them free credits at the beginning to actually start onboarding their applications in OCI, in addition to consulting, of course, and the coaching. Government programs, customer innovation, and digital literacy. All of this kind of go in hand, whether it's a government program that actually runs to enable smart city and industrial revolution 4.0, or anything that has to do with emerging technology. And then we'll also look into the customer innovation that actually focuses on customers innovating for themselves, whether they want to build some use cases internally or monetize some data. And then finally, ultimately, the digital literacy component is important, because we want to build the digital youth capabilities to be actually ready for the future, because we know that this youth will carry forward the message. This is our Innovation Hub inauguration picture. We've inaugurated this in April 2019. It's open for everyone. If you want to join or have a virtual tour, understand more about it, please reach out to me. The focus is around emerging technology and Vision 2030 in Saudi, to advance the adoption and actually applying the emerging technology, not just talking about it, but actually applying them and the use cases across public sector, academia, and startups, and of course the business and the private sector as well. HBC is just a quick story. We worked with King Abdullah International Medical Research Center, KMARC, during the pandemic. They've used actually our cloud technology, which is actually the high performance compute HPC to actually run their genome sequencing experimentation on COVID-19 to understand the behavior in the protein. So that actually, we provided this in a matter of weeks, or actually less than a week. We were able to provision the environment, give them the access. They have full access to HPC. Now think about that setup in an on-premise scenario. It's not the same. You'll have to procure the hardware, and it's not easy to bring the GPUs and HPC cluster and then running the models and so on, and the jobs. It takes a long time for researchers. CERN Open Lab, very well known for particle physics. They do a lot of great experimentations on the Oracle Cloud today. They have over 50K sensors, over 35 years of collaborating with us, and actually ingest around 88 petabytes of research data. Think of this amount of data that could enable you to do any use cases and actually embark on a digital transformation in what you do. Just a few customers from the local market as well. Saudi, we have Ma'aden, proud of their journey to move to the cloud. We have Hala, we have Majlis Iqtisadi or Gulf Monetary Council, Wazat al-Islam, Ministry of Housing, Dar al-Jumayh, Majdouri. All of those are some of our customers that are actually today running their cloud, and they're enjoying the performance and the TCO as well. Just a few more information on Ma'aden. Ministry of Health, they've used our cloud as well, digital assistant during the pandemic, where they've enabled the chatbot for people to inquire about COVID-19. We know people were having thoughts, do I have it, do I not have it? So the call center agents receiving a lot of calls, and what could be better than giving people the smart interface for them to actually ask questions and gear the process toward taking the proper action. Just a quick view and the final slide on the hackathons. We've done a lot when it comes to business development. We've worked with our innovation task force. We have a tremendous team. Worked with COVID-19 Saudi Hackathon, Homathon by Saudi, Federation Cybersecurity Programming and Drones, and the Hope Hackathon by MCIT. We've seen thousands of people that participated, more than hundreds of teams, really a few hundred of teams, and brilliant ideas. Some of them actually today are running their applications. Some of them actually becoming fruitful startups in Saudi as well. Boot camps, Code for Kids, teaching kids how to program, or data science boot camp for data scientists. We've graduated 25 data scientists that are actually working today in full-time jobs in the government and across the private sector. Oracle for Startups, talked about it already. Great program for entrepreneurship. Anybody who has an idea can sign up, no application process. We don't take equity. We help you to scale. We have a discount for 70% for 2 years. You get free credits at the beginning. We help you with the coaching, maybe re-architecturing your application to be cloud ready and cloud native. And with that, I'll just conclude and thank you everyone for your time. And I hope I didn't take much of the time. And if you want to reach out, please feel free to contact me on LinkedIn or Twitter, as you see on the screen. I'll be happy to receive any questions, and we're available at the booth as well. So please leave your comments and questions, and we will be looking forward to seeing you soon, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Khalid, for joining us and giving us your valuable time at the World Cloud Show. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.